What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division build video. Today we are going to continue the theme of brand new changes that have come in Season 10 with slight variation on the previous build that we put out, so check the links down below on my previous videos for that. But just before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and hit the bell so you're notified when I upload more Division videos. Even better, come on over to Twitch. I could be streaming live right now, and if you need a community Discord, there's never been a better time to join. You'll find the link down below in the description. And with all that said, let's take a look at the build. So previously I posted an all red ongoing directive build, and it absolutely slaps. It not only slaps the bad guys, it absolutely buffs the teammates by 20% amplified weapon damage at the same time. It's absolutely beautiful. But today we're going to look at an all yellow version, and actually, can this be feasible in the legendaries is really what I'm looking at, because you want the enemies to, you know, when they go in cover, or you can't peek quite as much in legendary, especially the two brand new ones. They're pretty difficult, and you're looking at an hour and a half a run when we've been doing them today. And by the way, if anyone needs any help with the brand new legendaries and you're on PC, coming over to Twitch, we're helping people as much as we possibly can get through and get them brand new backpack trophies. But with this, you kind of want them to go into cover, and when you can't shoot them, they need to just die. And so we put together this all yellow version. Be warned, I've not optimized it completely. The gloves are really bad. Everything else is kind of okay, or I have optimized it already, but it was just costing me so much. And you know, when I looked at the results of this, it just really wasn't tickling me fancy. Like, so let's get the bleed going. You can notice that there's some decent ticks of damage there, and things start to die. But then compared to the all red version, it really just wasn't doing it for me. I mean, stuff's dying well enough here in the range, and I just weren't doing, you know, half as much damage as the all red version, considering I was hitting for like 600k with, you know, 100k bleeds as well. So here I'm hitting for, you know, 200k. But alright, there's the 100k bleed in there as well. There's the pesty buff, because I'm using the pesty with this, but obviously you could use the pesty with the all red build as well. The only real thing that's adding to this is the vial. Now it's kind of nice that the, you know, with the spread, but obviously we can get that from anything from the all red version, so I don't really see the need to run the all yellow version. Just to point out though, the status effect, it doubles the amount of ticks that you get, and that's where you get the value. So although we're running all yellow and the status effect bleed damage is the same, to say I think the red one ticks for about 12 ticks worth of damage. This actually does around 24 ticks worth of damage when it's max rolled. So you're effectively doubling the actual bleed damage that, you know, there's a possibility to do by rolling all status effects. And that's kind of where this build comes into play. That it'll tick for longer, and with that longer tick, it will actually kill them. So let's just go into here, into heroic, and you can see what it's like. And we'll kind of, you know, make a judgment call on if it's all good. But I really think it needs to be much better to beat the all red version. But it does work nice in legendary. Look, like, you know, these guys. Oh, hang on. Oh well, that went really well, and that I'm going to leave it in the video because it kind of shows that, you know, an all red build, you can kill before you get killed. You know, that's the purpose of that. And although maybe I should have moved and played it a bit better, but you know, the time to kill is important. And if even though it's ticking longer over a period of time, if it's not killing them quick enough, and you know, these bad guys get shots off you, the shotgunners are no slouch. I mean, because I'm all yellow though, skills are nice. I mean, look, as I'm killing bad guys in here without even, you know, better stop moseying around like I'm doing. This guy's gonna get us again. I can feel it already. Maybe a drone would have been a good idea. Rather than the bleed hive, I don't really need any other option to bleed. Alright, so I don't really feel like this works. I don't really feel very safe. So let's the charges are ticking up on my hive. Let's swap it over to something I feel like might be a bit more useful. And for some reason I haven't got bullets. You know, even though I was killing them, something must have procced and I didn't get bullets, and that's a little bit odd as well. Come on, how many charges did I have? Must be nearly there now. I suppose this is the benefit of me doing live testing in front of you. You know, you can see if the build's actually worth it or actually not. And if you're running with a support, if you're running with a healer, then alright. You know, you might get some value at it, but let's run a drone for some distraction technique because we are 6 core yellows, so that's going to do some hefty damage. We've also got a firewall, a fire grenade as well because we're on crossbow, so we can get our status effects fairly easily, especially like at the start like this. And there we go. Get our drone out for some fun now. No, so that red there at the back, he's probably just going to die. Oh, let's shoot him anyway. And you can see all these dying. But I think if the pestilence kills them, I don't think I get my bullets. Got them then. Let's see if this guy dies. Let's fire some bullets off and see if we get refilled. No. So there you go, there's some good testing right there. If the pestilence buff kills them, it doesn't actually refresh your hollow point ammo, which is a bit of a bummer. But also then, you know, another downfall to this build, unfortunately. The all yellow version just doesn't seem to pump out enough damage in any ways, and luckily enough I put it together so you guys don't have to waste them precious materials in doing so as well. It's alright, you know, I'm not saying it's an absolute dud of a build, because it certainly isn't. It will do the job. And it will, you know... Oh, kill the rogue agents. Well, I've got a real test here now. Do I think I'm going to survive? Probably not. Started off well. Where's the other one at? Pesty buff putting in the work.
Hostile stinger hive detected.
Oh, grenade, get out of the way. Come on, drone. Finish her off.
Rogue fixer drone detected.
And we did it. We did one down.
Hostile fixer drone
We didn't
detected.
get bullets back again because I think the skill killed her. So that's another downfall, unfortunately. So now we've got a whole hollow point buff missing now that we're not getting any kind of damage for because, you know, we're not... whoa!
Serious trauma detected.
So yeah, so it really does have some downfalls running all yellow, and I really don't think that it is worth it at all. I've got another idea for a build that I'm going to publish tomorrow after this video that I think might win the battle between the two previous ones. Don't cast that fixer drone out. I want to end the video. So it is possible to kill rogue agents with this build. Is it perfect? Nah, not perfect at all. There's too many ways you can't get hollow point ammo, and hollow point ammo for you and your team is what this build is all about. And if you're not getting a hollow point, then what, you know, run something else. What is the point? So let me just go over the build and then you can see it anyway. So you can see I'm at no crit chance and no crit damage and some headshot damage, and we've got some damage to armor. We're running the pestilence. We're running the crossbow for the extra bleed damage. We have got the carnage in here, but the pestilence just hits. Although we get this really good buff for Perfect Sadis from them bleeding. The ticks are worth more with the pesty. The vial, as you know, toxic delivery, gives them a damage debuff over time, which is nice. This is Golan, which is really hard to get because you've got to roll the core attribute, because it always comes as blue, so you've got to get status effects in here. Skill damage is always nice to get as well. This is kind of the perfect combo. That's why I rolled it. I'm going to optimize this and probably use it in a bunch of different builds. We roll skill tier on. And then we went with the ongoing directive, which is what this build was all about. But status effects you get for 2-piece, 30% reload, it helps with the LMGs. And then the rules of engagement. Shooting a status affected enemy will apply a mark. Killing the marked enemy grants a full clip of hollow point ammo for your active weapon and half a clip for your agent's active weapon for the rest of your party. And the mark will last for 10 seconds. And then the hollow point, there we are, gives the 20% amplified damage buff. But with the backpack, it increases the duration of the bleed status effects by 50% and all bleed damage done by 100%. So definitely worth running the backpack. And then with the chest piece, all the same throughout. Obviously I've got status effects on here. I got a skill haste mod in, but then the hollow point ammo, weapon damage is increased to 35%, but that's only for me. And that's why I'm saying when I couldn't get hollow point ammo, it kind of makes the chest piece just not worth it. Holster, skill tier status effects, and then the knees again, skill tier status effects. We changed it up. We decided that the bleed from the Seeker is plenty, and then we put a drone on for, you know, diversion tactics if you're going to run this by yourself. But you don't need to run this by yourself. It's more of a team buff build. That was the idea. I just kind of wanted to show you how it played, what it looked like, and, you know, save you wasting materials optimizing and putting it together when you might not get the result from this that you think, you know, because bleed is all about status damage, and unfortunately it just makes the ticks go longer, not harder. So let me know what you think down below. What ongoing directives have you guys been running? Have you checked out my red one? Have you run that yet? That one is amazing. So do check that out. Don't forget to hit subscribe and come over to Twitch and hit follow and say hello. Thank you for watching, agents, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.